Okay, this is a tutorial. Um, well, actually, you know what? I'll make this a review. Now, the reason why I am doing this is because this is a Acer Aspire 1 tablet with 2 gigabytes of RAM. I just got it 2 days ago. Bought it off on eBay for 25 bucks. It needed a new screen, and it needed a hard drive, RAM, and an operating system. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you, some of you will love smartphones but don't have a smartphone. Well, I have ported Android 4.4.2, the newest one available, out. If you wonder what the green thing is, it's just a live wallpaper. This is what it looks like. And it's got all my apps, and yes, they all do work. Now, if you try to install it on like a Dell or something like that, you're gonna have to port and rewrite the source code and embed it into a emulator and then into a Linux kernel, and then burn it as an ISO image. Because only one I have found to work is an Acer Aspire 1 compact E-machine, and what's the other one? IBM ThinkPad. And another one is a compact Evo. They do work. Now, if you don't have a name brand, I wouldn't recommend doing this because you're going to have to rewrite the whole thing. Now, you are going to have to install a bootloader and stuff like that. I recommend 4 terabyte hard drive only because you want unlimited space of just downloading apps. The main thing people have problems with is, man, I want to have this app, but I don't have the room for it. Well, get yourself a 4 terabyte SATA hard drive. Western Digital is the best. They're very fast. The bus speed is wicked fast, so it'll boot right up. It takes less than a minute for this to boot and up and on the internet and running. It's got 28 gigabytes. It's a quad-core processor, been updated. Now, I want to show you exactly what this thing looks like. Now, I have modified it a little bit, but like if you want to play like a YouTube video, you totally can Netflix everything onto a Acer Aspire 1 tablet. Now it is very fast, and I'm going to show you how it loads. It's a live CD, but it does work. You have to go to your manufacturer's website. It is a lot of work, but it's so worth it. And what you do is you rewrite the executable files into a APK file. It is possible. If somebody tells you it's a whole different source code, just make sure it's open source software, and the drivers are open source. So you can actually ask the manufacturer who wrote the driver for the source code, and it plays very well. Once you do get the source code, rewrite the source code by a decompressor and a decompiler. Just go to Google and search for decompiler, and then you want to have a program that will recompile the source code after you write it. And then once you do all that and get all the drivers you need, put them into a folder. I don't recommend doing this on an Android. Do it on a Windows PC or a Linux PC. And then what you do is you take that and you embed it into a kernel. Now, I'm going to give you step by step. And number one, you want to pick your Android operating system. You want to decompress it, recompress it after you rewrite the source code. Then what you do after that is you go to your manufacturer's website, you go in, and then you get all the files, and then what you do after that is you hold on, my son. Hold on, Bob. My son is doesn't like it when I do videos because it takes time away from him. But what you do is once you get that all those drivers in there, rewrite the source code, recompile it. Then what you do is you take your whole programs. One, you get yourself a emulator that is Android compatible. Then what you do is you take your Android, rewrite that, compress that, and compile that into a APK file. Then you take that and the drivers, put them into the emulator, and then take the emulator and embed that into a Linux kernel, and then rewrite that source code to APK, and then you go ahead and you burn it as an ISO image, and this is what you get. That's how I did it. I've been doing it since I was 15, so I know how to write HTML code, and which is web page based, and source code, which is scripts. But as you can see, it works very well. It does not skip at all.
It's about 2 characters.
If you don't understand, I'm trying to jumble things all right into a 10-minute video. Bear with me. This is my first one, and I do apologize. If you do need to get a hold of me, just go ahead and message down below. And again, it is my first one. I am trying. So don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and redo the power off thing, and I'm going to show you how it looks. Okay, come on, power off. It's the only thing about these machines. You gotta have a lot of RAM. 2 gigs and 1 gigs are fine. 512 is also fine too, but I don't recommend it. But this is what it looks like. Okay. Now that is the R1 version. That is the better version, and it's decompressed kernel. You also want to have a decompressor too. And then you, as you saw, Linux right there. See Linux, decompressed Linux, Parson Elf, which is a external drive. And again, this is all running by a emulator. You like running Android apps from like BlueStacks. It's exactly basically what it is. BlueStacks is a a emulator within Windows. Well, this is what this is. But I made it a live CD to boot from the drive. Again, you can do a pen drive, as this does not have a CD-ROM drive. I changed the background screen to boot screen because, I didn't want HP. It's not an HP, it's an Acer. So I just made it basic and just put Android as a flash, which is a flash image, and it just does this. And that's it. I did slow down a little bit of the bus speed. Now, if you have any of these, you want to download stick mount to it. Again, it does have the Play Store. And this is your Play Store. Now I'm also downloading too, and I'm getting super user granted to stick mount, so it is going to take a while once that does it. But there's your Play Store, all up and running. Now let's say if I wanted to do this one, this asphalt. I gotta tend to my daughter in a minute here. She's just cranky, so I want to hold her own bottle. But this is how it works. You just now this has got a 4 terabyte hard drive, so the space is totally unlimited, and it's wicked fast. So to download and speed. It is a quad core. But that's that. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And again, this is my first video, so do bear with me. Enjoy.